Good morning. It's 8 a.m. so I'm about to start making breakfast for myself. Luca is just hanging out watching some Paw Patrol. He's got his bottle, so he's just kind of chilling. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting everything ready to start making breakfast, and then I'll show you guys what we're gonna make. Okay guys, for this recipe you're going to need some asparagus, which I have already pre-washed. You're going to need some salt. You're going to need dill weed, black pepper, and some parsley leaves. Or parsley flakes, sorry. You're also going to need 2 eggs, depending on how many eggs you would like, but I'm using 2 today. Some bacon, depending on how much you would like. We are using 3 today. And a baking sheet, and of course your baking mitt. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so I went ahead and just got a little bit of a head start. What I'm doing here is I'm cutting up my bacon. I'm cutting them up into little bits here. That's just extra fat that I really don't like and need. So we're just cutting this up, and we're cutting all this up while the oven is preheating, and we're going to preheat that oven to 475. So just go ahead and cut up your bacon. If you would like your bacon to be whole slices, that's fine. I just would rather prefer bacon bits for this recipe. So now that it's done, go ahead and get your good old baking sheet, which I obviously need to get a new one because this guy is definitely old. So take your bacon, spread it out evenly on your sheet. Okay. And then let's go ahead and grab some black pepper, and we're going to sprinkle that all over our bacon. Now you don't need to necessarily grease your pan just because bacon has a whole bunch of fat in it, so that fat's going to melt down and act as your greaser. So we're going to just wait for the oven to preheat, and then we'll come back and put this in the oven. Okay guys, so I went ahead and just put my bacon in the oven. Again, we have it preheated at 475. We're gonna go ahead and leave that in for about like 5 minutes, so go ahead and set your timer. I went ahead and cleaned up my station a little bit, and I went ahead and cut up my asparagus. I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of asparagus, and I just cut off the ends here. These are the asparagus that we're gonna lay out on the sheet as soon as the bacon is done cooking. So we will be back again once that bacon is done. Really quick, and I have to get down. I just want to apologize for me having to stop my video and then restart it. It's just the fact that I have a really big camera. I have a DSLR. I don't have a digital camera, so I can't necessarily pick it up and just hold it over the food like that. I literally have it on a tripod right now, so that's just how I have to deal with it. Anyway, the bacon is done, so let's go ahead and take that out of the oven. And you can tell that bacon looks nice and crispy. That's kind of the way I like my bacon. I don't like it to be really like soggy like. Anyway, let's go ahead and bring our bacon over. Move our asparagus to the side for just a sec. Perfect. And bring it in closer so you guys can see. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take our asparagus off our baking sheet and transfer it to a plate with a napkin. What the napkin is going to do is it's going to absorb all the excess grease from our bacon. So just grab all your bacon and throw it on here. Again, you can add as much or as little bacon as you'd like. I'm not really adding too much today. I usually do, but not today. And then just put that to the side. And then, as I mentioned earlier, you don't really need to grease your pan, because I don't know if you can see, there's a good amount, like down here, there's a good amount of grease already on here. So if you want, you can always, if you have too much, you can always just throw that down the sink, get rid of it. But I don't have too much, so I'm just going to use it for my asparagus here. So just go ahead and put your asparagus on your sheet, line them up, kind of space them. And then this next part is a little bit tricky. You're going to take both of your eggs and you're going to crack them over your asparagus. And you want to be careful not to crack the yolk. You want to try and keep it whole. So just crack that right over, just like that. Same with your other egg. Okay. And then now that you have that done, we're going to go ahead and put that back in the oven at 475 degrees, which you should already have it set somewhat to that temperature. Go ahead and place it for about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how many asparagus you have, how thick your asparagus, and how many eggs you have. So just go ahead and keep an eye on it, but it's going to range, again, like I said, 10 to 15 minutes. So we'll go ahead and put that back in the oven, and then once again, come back and see what it looks like. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and take this out of the oven. Okay guys, so I went ahead and got the asparagus and eggs off of our baking sheet and onto our plate here. I did add just a little bit of salt because my bacon is low sodium. If you didn't get low sodium, you might not want to add salt just because you already have enough from your bacon. Anyway, next we're going to put is our dill weed, what is this, spice I guess, on top. I don't really have an exact measurement for how much to put on there, so if you would like an exact measurement, I'm guessing it'd be like 1/8 of a teaspoon perhaps, but I kind of just sprinkle it on top like this. So there you go. Next we're going to take our parsley flakes and do the same exact thing, just about the same amount. So just sprinkle that right on over. And it's looking like that so far. Next we're going to take our bacon, which you can tell here on this napkin it has absorbed a good amount of excess grease that we don't need. So take that bacon and put it right on top of your breakfast, brunch thing here. And that's our finished product. Okay guys, and that's the end of my video. Hopefully you liked it. I know that I was stuttering so much. I was super nervous. Again, this is my first vlog, so trying to get all the words together and trying to get everything organized was really hard for me. But if you did like it, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you would like to. That would make me super happy. I only have like 2-3 subscribers, so if I could get to like 4 or 5, that would make me super happy. But the main point the main reason that I wanted to start this channel was just for healthy cooking, for family vlogs, stuff like that, like Luca's first Christmas, his first Halloween. I just decided that I should go ahead and start with a cooking video because that's more in my nature. It makes me feel a lot more comfortable versus me just walking around with a camera as my first time. But again, please let me know in the comments if I get enough comments. Hopefully I do. I can get a lot of subscribers, but if you do comment, let me know what else you would like to see on my channel, like a question and answers. If you want me to try to do a certain recipe for you, I'll see if I have the ingredients and I can try to do a certain recipe for you. But thank you for watching. Hopefully you subscribe. Hopefully I can put up more videos that you guys like, and thank you again.